I'm going to ask the very, very important question.
I don't start. I don't start all this Ronaldo fan. I don't start. Saudi Pro League no be league.
It's right to say that Ronaldo is just another player.
Yes, for me it's right. So I don't see how Felix will be on the bench. Then you start players like Rafael.
Today is all about Portugal. So I'm going to ask the very, very important question today. Is Portugal better with or without Ronaldo at this tournament so far?
For me, I feel like he's in between. I feel that he's the encouragement factor.
I don't start. I don't start all this Ronaldo fan. I don't start.
You're not going to talk this thing. Just calm down.
No, I'm gonna stop this is what they talk. All this Ronaldo fan.
Listen. I never even go far.
I don't want to hear them.
Calm down first. Calm down. See, I believe that he's more or less should take up the fact as a mentor role in the team. Okay. I don't believe that he should be actively starting certain matches. Like, we could remember in the previous World Cup, there was a certain match, I think, before Morocco.
Yeah, when Cristiano
Yes, has started and gave a hat trick. And it was like, oh, yes. So, at a certain stage, if you're saying that you're having issues or that you can't perform, bring in the younger ones, encourage them.
But this is a man that has just come off winning the Saudi Pro League. So how do you discredit? How do you say yes, he's 41, but you don't think he still has that physical fitness of being a starter in that Portugal team?
Yeah, he can't. Age is a factor. Age is a big factor. You don't expect him to do what he was doing when he was 27 or 28 or 26 now.
But I mean, this is Ronaldo, my brother.
Ronaldo don't finish. Ronaldo need to come off for that team. This team no be Ronaldo team again. This team na Portugal. All those young boys wey dey there. See Ramos, person like Ramos supposed to start match. A Champions League winner, back to back. He put am for bench because of Cristiano Ronaldo. If they talk, some of Ronaldo fans will say, Baba win Saudi Pro League. Saudi Pro League will league. Something American League better pass. Saudi Pro League no be league. So I know they like when person go dey call. Every time they go use that Saudi as their main point. I don't like it. Ronaldo is not supposed to be starting in that team again.
You watch that match against Congo. Was Ronaldo the problem in that match?
Yes.
Ronaldo was the problem in that match.
Yes.
Was Ronaldo the problem in that match?
I don't think he was the problem. At a certain point, at a certain time in the game, I expected them to sub him off. But at the beginning of the match till the 70th minute, he wasn't the problem. I think where the problem is, or where I feel that they had an issue was in creativity. The creativity
and that's down
factor.
to Bruno Fernandes.
More of Bruno and the wingers.
Okay.
From Cancelo to Bruno, they wasn't getting deliveries. So now I can't say Ronaldo has gotten to the stage that everyone knows that now he's just a goal scorer. He's not going to try back to man ball. He's not going to be creating chances. Just give him the opportunity and he would score. And he's limiting his style of play because now you are just a goal scorer.
Yeah.
So I feel that if they were more creative or there were more chances created, although some people say, oh, there were chances that he was given, but they were not clear-cut chances.
Yeah, so I saw some chances where he actually missed.
There were chances given, but they were not clear-cut chances. And more or less, in a team that was playing 5-3-2, a Congo team that was going to be more defensive in this team, the midfielders, I expected more from them. I expected them to be more like giving crosses in because this aerial ball has been more of Ronaldo's specialty.
Yes.
So the delivery was bad. Coming from Bruno especially, that has been very...
the best player in the Premier League.
Obviously, currently.
With over 21 assists in the Premier League last season.
And from set piece and plus his deliveries has been spectacular.
The statistics coming out from that match were very shocking if I compare both Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes, because in that match Ronaldo had 0 shots on target, he had 0 dribbles completed, and he also had 0 chances created in that game. And also with Bruno had 0 shots on target as well. He had only 1 chance created in that game, and that was around on the 90th minute or so. And he also had 2 out of 6 successful crosses in that game. So I think it was all in all a very bad performance from the full Portuguese team.
Yeah, I can say that too, but I can also say that the players didn't step up.
At the moment, because if you go over social media, everybody is saying pass the ball to Ronaldo, pass the ball to Ronaldo, pass the ball to Ronaldo. So it looks like the blame is actually going to the teammates, to the Portuguese teammates of Ronaldo fully.
That's because the fan base, that's the so-called fan base. That's why. Because if you tell me personally, I watched the game, the full 90 I believe 94, 96 minutes. I watched the full game. They gave Ronaldo key passes.
Okay.
Key passes that he was supposed to score goal with. But my paddy, we don't hold, decide to throw away ball, say they play ball. You understand? But because I don't see how somebody will come out and tell me Ronaldo is playing well, or they need to pass the ball to Ronaldo. Check. They had one chance, one clear chance. They gave Ronaldo the ball. Instead, Ronaldo could turn. The normal Ronaldo I know would turn. He had to pass that ball. And they were now blaming Bruno Fernandes for turning back again. That's wrong. Because I watched that part. Bruno Fernandes was the key player to run in. But Ronaldo had the chance to run in. But he had to turn back again to give Bruno Fernandes the ball. So, for me, Ronaldo is the problem of Portugal.
Okay, speaking about fan base, you said the fan base are one of the major problems in Portugal right now. We all know that Ronaldo's biggest fan is obviously his sister, and she came out strongly after that game and made a very, very sensitive comment. She said, he said things like, magically, they now forgot how to pass the ball, they forgot how to win it back, and they forgotten how to launch counter attacks. Strange World Cup, very, very strange. So this is a very, very direct dig to the teammates of Cristiano Ronaldo, and we've also seen the other fans go as far as going into Bruno Fernandes' social media comment sections and urging him to pass the ball to Ronaldo every time he gets the ball. We also saw them go to Diogo Jota's comment section and saying, urging Diogo Jota to pass the ball to Ronaldo, and we all know that Diogo Jota is not with us anymore. May so continue to rest in peace. And I think that shows a high level of toxicity from the Ronaldo fan base.
I think I agree with you. Yeah. Because at a certain point, let's tackle the first thing first, the sister's comments. Yes, everybody's family member would want to defend their parents. Right. Yeah. But at a certain stage, this is a world stage, you do not come and try to create division in a team which your brother is the captain and is meant to be seen as the leader. So you are trying to cause issues in the dressing room that you are not a part of. You do not know what goes on in that dressing room.
Yes.
You don't have first-hand experience in what goes on in the dressing room. And I think this is something that Ronaldo as a person should address privately.
You're right.
Because this is not the first time the sister is making the comment.
Yes.
This is not as been the second time, and it will not even be the last time she will make a comment. But everybody, you can't say that the other Portuguese players do not have family members. They do have family members. But the problem I have is you don't come out, and especially in a game that is as if Portugal lost. Yes, they didn't lose, but it was as if it felt like they lost. Because to them, DR Congo is not up to their level. Yes, for them, and you bringing out that statement, you're creating more division. Then for the fans that go out to talk about Diogo Jota and post about it, we're in a very bad era. I don't want to say bad era, but the toxicity now in social media is so high.
Because that took me off guard. I mean, how did that even come about? How did it even get to that level of going into Diogo Jota's comment section? I mean, he has nothing to do with the World Cup. He's not in the World Cup, he's not in the tournament at all. So I just felt that they should have given him and his family a lot more respect than that.
And going to the fact that even when he was buried, Ronaldo didn't come for the burial due to the fact that he gave respect, saying that if he had gone, that it would be more on him than the person that buried. Yes. So I think sometimes we should know that these superstars don't control their fans. Yeah. They can't tell you what their fans could do. Yes. But more or less, even if you come out to tell them, oh, don't do this, don't do that, some people, there are still those bad eggs, those toxic people. I even saw online that Jota's wife had to disable her comment sections because she doesn't want that. This is a grieving widow, a young grieving widow.
Yes, you're
so
right.
now something that is meant to be, and we also saw what the Portuguese players did for Diego Jota.
Yes.
Not even during his burial. In the match against Congo,
Yes.
we saw the bracelets they
Respect,
wore,
yes.
and they were so supporting. Even the fans were supporting, so supportive. So you see how bad it is that some people tend to spoil or try to tarnish the image of some certain players, and they don't know or care about the consequences that they have.
So speaking about this whole situation, because let me take it back a bit. We immediately after that match against DR Congo, there were comments made by Joao Neves which didn't really go down with a lot of people. So Neves actually said, we know what Cristiano has done for us, for our national team, and for the world of football. But at this moment, he is no different. He is just another player here to help. He is here to contribute just like all of us. So this comment is another in fact, this was the bane of a lot of things that are going on right now in the Portuguese team. Because
For me, he's right.
He's right to say that Ronaldo is just another player.
Yes, for me, he's right.
Even with Ronaldo's statue.
Yes, for me, he's right.
I disagree with you.
Why?
You can say he's right at a certain point, but he's not.
Okay.
Because Ronaldo is your captain. Definitely he's your leader.
He's also another player.
Yes, but if you put it like that,
in that manner,
it's
So
disrespectful.
they asked him a question and he was supposed to answer something now.
But you don't put it that way. That's why a lot of them have media training. That is why they are professionals.
So what do you think he would have said?
I think the fact he shouldn't have mentioned he's another player in the team.
He's just
another player. He
in
shouldn't
the
have.
team.
Apart from that statement, the remaining things he mentioned, I agree with him. That they have to be united to play and all that, but you do not come out to criticize. It's as if you're criticizing or you see. There's people who look at it this way and say that, oh, Ronaldo is not functioning. He doesn't have the dressing room. So now you're not creating tension, which shouldn't be happening in a World Cup that people believe this is Ronaldo's last World Cup. Because I know they say I'm playing again next one.
Yeah, no, at all. I don't think he's going to play at the age of 45. I don't think that's going to be very feasible. That's why they are. That's the whole cause of the tension, because they've termed this the last dance.
Well, according to Nani, he said Ronaldo will play 2030.
Nani is not Ronaldo. Nani is not Ronaldo. It's only Ronaldo himself that knows if he's going to be available.
Ronaldo no one rest.
He has to find. He hasn't completed football. Understand? So that's why this World Cup is so important for him.
At a certain point, it's not everybody that's going to complete football.
Yeah.
It's not everybody that is going to win the World Cup.
Yes.
Currently, there are 48 teams playing.
Yes.
Only one
Has
the privilege.
And I think the stats shows that there are very few players that have ever won that and won plenty things, or even achieved what Ronaldo. We can use example Zlatan.
Yes.
This season, we saw how this World Cup tournament, we saw how people are criticizing Zlatan when he was talking about Ronaldo and saying, Zlatan hasn't won the Champions League. Ronaldo has won that. Yeah, so it's just certain things that.
Different accolades.
Yes, so I don't think if he doesn't win it this year, that he will feel like. Oh, yes, he will be disappointed, definitely. But I don't think it will be like it will throw away all his records or what he has achieved.
All right, but then what are Portugal's chances of actually winning the World Cup this season, this year? Because in the previous years, the teams that have actually gone to win the World Cup, they actually win their first games. We saw that with Argentina in 2022, how they were beaten by Saudi Arabia and heavily criticized immediately after that game. And if anybody had told you that Argentina was going to win the World Cup after that match, would you have believed?
Yes, because of there's Messi there. There's Messi there. I will believe. Yes, I will believe 100% for me.
I think.
What are their chances?
I think statistically, it's only two teams that have lost.
Yes,
Spain and
Argentina. Yes,
that have lost their first match and win the World Cup.
Yeah.
Ronaldo didn't lose.
He didn't lose.
Yes,
exactly.
So they drawed, so nobody will say
that felt like a loss.
That felt like a loss, but they didn't lose. So I think the major thing is they have the squad. Individually, they have the players.
They have
come from the back, from their defense. They have, especially their midfield. It's a PSG midfield, just bad Bruno. have two back-to-back Champions League winners.
There.
In that midfield.
You go to their left back, there's Mendes there. They attack. They have solid players. They have Rafael Leao, Cancelo. They can pick from anywhere. They have the squad. But I think
Ramos is also coming from the bench.
So I think at a certain point, it's not about individuals. It's whether they could gel as a team. Because that is where my problem is with what is being said to the media. So when you feed the media about negative comments, or maybe you might not feel they are negatives or might not have an impact in what is happening in your team, but they do have an impact. That's why I say Ronaldo's sister shouldn't be going out saying all those things that she say, because she do not know the impact it has on those players. But for me, I feel Portugal, they have the squad to carry the World Cup.
Yes.
The favourites for me this World Cup should be France. After
for me, Argentina.
Should be Portugal.
Alright, so I want to match up the other attackers in that Portugal team. I just want to compare their statistics to Ronaldo's statistics. We have Bernardo Silva, who has 14 goals and 26 assists for Portugal in his career. We have Bruno Fernandes, 28 goals, 33 assists. We have Pedro Neto, 3 goals, 4 assists. Joao Felix, 12 goals, 5 assists. Rafael Leao, 5 goals, 4 assists. Conceição, 3 goals, 1 assist. Gonzalo Ramos, 10 goals, 3 assists. Trincao has 2 goals, 1 assist. And Guedes has 7 goals, 6 assists for Portugal in their career. So are these guys really able to match Ronaldo's level? Because Ronaldo has 143 goals and 46 assists for Portugal, and we can see that the difference is actually very, very glaring. So there's a problem. The problem is that I feel that one of the problems with the Portuguese team is the attack does not really click with Cristiano Ronaldo in terms of statistics, in terms of achievements, in terms of personal abilities. So what do you guys think should be playing alongside Ronaldo in that lineup?
You can't be saying this thing. Just like this, my man here will say, made them bench Ronaldo, they not supposed to start.
Okay.
But none of them don't score half of the goals they don't score for Portugal. Even up to half of what.
Well, is that a valid reason?
No, it shows that he's doing his work. He's doing his job. He's getting it done. 100 and what do you call it? What it says? The
143 goals.
That is mad statistics. And the second person to him in that tournament, in what you mentioned, is 20,
the players that came to
goals.
the World Cup.
Yes. So I think the fact is that they don't know. You can't say that they don't know how to play with Ronaldo. I think you have to say what you have to say is that they still have a lot of work to do. They still have to train, because this is the team that won Nations League.
Yeah. No, it's not entirely all of them. Not all of them. A lot of players have come from there.
Yeah, but majority are still there. So I feel like at a certain point in time, the coach has to take in, look at it from another perspective and say, okay, it's just like what Pep did in Man City. His style of play is different from when it was Aguero or Gabriel Jesus. When he brought in Haaland, De Bruyne had to change his style of play. Even you could see it when De Bruyne plays with Sterling or Sané. You could see there was a difference, even when you now see him play with other wingers that he brought in. So I think for good players, there are two things that are meant to be done. Ronaldo should learn or adapt to how his players play.
Okay.
And also, the players should learn and also adapt to how Ronaldo plays. It will make it better.
My question now is...
But for me, I would blame the manager. Why I would blame the manager is that
Roberto Martínez.
Because of there's always a winning team. Like Ronaldo played with Felix at Saudi Pro League, and Felix was the best player there. So I don't see how Felix will be on the bench. Then you start players like Rafael
Leao
and what is it called, Bernardo Silva.
So my question now is, okay, let's leave the midfield. My question now is, who should be playing on the flanks? Is it Rafael Leao? Is it Conceição? Is it Trincao? Is it Pedro Neto? Who should be starting on the left and the right? Because this is a very, very big dilemma for Portugal at the moment, and if they don't get it sorted out.
For me, Felix and Conceição is supposed to be starting.
Felix on what part of the wing?
On the left part.
Okay.
Conceição the right part.
Felix and Conceição starters on that team.
I would say Neto on the right where Conceição is, then maybe Felix. I would agree with you, Felix on the left, because I can't play Felix as a 10 and 8 because they are more capable players with their more ability, technical. There, Bernardo Silva, Bruno, Vitna, and the rest. But I think his major problem is delivery. When you don't have, look at Ronaldo in Madrid, per se. I want to use Madrid as an example. At a certain time, like I said, aerial threats. If Madrid is losing, next thing you're seeing Carvajal giving a dangerous ball, Marcelo from. If it's too much, Toni Kroos will do it. That is where my problem is with Bruno. Because you could see what Bruno did in United this season. His deliveries were almost on par with Declan Rice.
Yes, not.
So why? Anyway, people say it's just the first match. Let's give it time.
Hopefully. And the
So,
second match is going to be against Uzbekistan. And who do you think is going to start that game alongside Ronaldo? Who do you think the coach is going to go with?
I feel the coach might retain the same team. I feel he's going to do that because he's going to Uzbekistan is not up to him. On paper, they don't match up.
Yeah, on paper, but I mean, we've seen a lot of surprises at the World Cup.
You're right.
So you cannot just write off any team at the World Cup at the moment.
He's going to try. I feel he's going to try to go with the strongest 11, which is what he played against Jericho.
I don't see that as the strongest 11 because I believe Felix being there is the strongest 11. Felix Conceição, the both of them makes the team stronger because they know how to create and pass. You understand? But the Bernardo Silva is not that strong. He's not that speed-wise. He's not that good again. So that's why I prefer Conceição and.
Even Bernardo Silva on the wing is not even a good idea. It has never been a good
idea.
Yes.
Because the last time he played on the wing was in his early days in Man City. He has always come back to play midfield. And recently now, sometimes Bernardo Silva plays 4 or 6. DMF. He covers.
That was
it.
very, very strange.
So at this point in time, I think Roberto Martínez has to go back to his drawing board and sit down and see this and know that Uzbekistan is a must-win match. They lose and they're out.
And again, I believe if they want to gamble something there, I believe Bruno Fernandes has to leave the team first for Bernardo Silva to go back.
Bruno Fernandes has to leave the team.
As in, to be benched in the match.
Okay.
For Bernardo Silva to play that side.
To play as a creative midfielder.
Yes.
As a 10.
As a 10. For me. You understand? So,
but I
it
think
all depends.
That's going to be a very, very brave. It's going to take a lot of bravery.
But you asked the question, I'm just answering. So I prefer Bernardo Silva there.
I won't argue.
Yeah, okay.
But if I was the coach, it's something I would try out. But some coaches would want to. If I was the coach, to be honest,
what?
I would remove João Neves.
No,
Listen, why I'm saying it is that
okay.
I would start Bruno and Bernardo Silva
Okay.
with Vidna as a 4. Because the reason why I'm saying you could start Bruno and Fernandes, I'll give you an example. In Arsenal, the last time when you had someone with 2 creative players with 2 different playing skills starts was when we played Newcastle. When Arsenal played Newcastle when we came back at their home 2-1.
Yeah.
Before Odegaard had that injury. Chieze and Odegaard in the midfield with Declan Rice was something else. So I think he might not do it. You understand? Because to me, he needs an all-out attack. João Neves, I don't see him as a creative player. I see him as a box-to-box midfielder. So if I was him, if I was Roberto Martínez and I want to say, okay, let me go out all-out attacking, I would play Bruno and Bernardo Silva together.
Okay, that sounds very sensible.
But remember, Manchester United tried the same thing with Bruno. It never worked. So I don't see.
Easy.
Yeah, but you have a chance where you know that Bernardo Silva also plays box to box.
Okay.
So you're not per se you're offering a versatile player. Because Bernardo Silva is that versatile player compared to Bruno. He can play in NDC. So for me, I feel like just play him there and play Bruno up front. So you're pairing him and Vitna in the middle, then Bernardo as a 10. You do,
yes, I doubt. But that's okay. I mean, that's what football is. Football is all about tactics. It's all about trying to use your creativity to outsmart your opponent. We're going to see what Roberto Martínez throws in the next game against Uzbekistan. So we're also going to leave it for you viewers to tell us what you think and who you guys think should be starting in that game against Uzbekistan, and if Portugal are actually going to win that game, because the World Cup has shown us a lot of surprises already.
Too much.
A lot of amazing surprises already. So you viewers, just tell us what you guys think, who you think is going to be in that starting 11 against Uzbekistan. And thank you guys for joining me in the studio. Love the analysis from you guys, and we're going to be here again to dissect the whole matter after the Uzbekistan match. Okay, see you guys on the next episode.